Okay, this was a close up.
You're gonna make that the close up and the other one the farther?
This is a close up.
Oh, I thought that was a far one.
Okay. And this one a widescreen.
Oh, okay.
And
But if we have to do this 2 times, it's no big deal, right? Okay.
just to make a few.
Oh, do you want me to write stuff like I'm gonna pretend to write, or don't worry about that stuff?
No, no worry.
Okay. We can just splice that in later.
Can you try the microphone?
As soon as I figure out how to. Can I put it in my pocket?
Okay, yeah, just.
Because it doesn't. This is the pickup right here.
I'm not going.
Actually, does it matter? Do you want to put it through my shirt or just
No,
put it
no,
outside?
it just put it here.
Because the wire is odd. I could probably do that.
Yeah.
Or you can put it where you want. Because the closer you put it, the louder it'll be, clearer probably. Oh, does it look like I have a snake crawling on my shoulder?
Yeah. Sure. You have a screen?
You just move the camera, but yeah, I can see it, but that's okay. Yeah. That's fine.
You're trying?
Try to read, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I just have to get used to it. I guess it depends on the sentence, but it looks like I can tell the margin of it. Try to read, yeah. Wow. So I'm not talking loudly, so I'm speaking up very well. Microphone's not a problem for sure.
All right. So I am rolling now.
Really? You're not going to tell me a joke or anything?
So too easy, right? So now this is a close up.
You're
Yeah.
rolling now or not?
And this is already roll, but don't worry, we can cut to wherever we started. So it's just this one is shadow. Can you straight?
Make my shadow go away?
Yeah. Can you read? Can you read here?
Yeah, I can read. It's because it's not moving, so it's very simple. Once it's moving, it's going to be very interesting, I can promise you. The English word is easy, it's just when I have to read the Khmer, it takes me longer. I can't do it as fast because I haven't practiced. So particularly those long words that we do are going to be a challenge for me. If I'm on this screen, it won't really matter so much.
I already rolled, so it just cut whenever we started.
Okay,
So then
go to the start. This is going to be interesting. It's really cool, but it's going to be a challenge. Moving, thinking, all this stuff, I think. So I guess when I'm almost to the bottom, then you can maybe scroll. Actually, okay. So the problem is, all right, go ahead.
yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right. Welcome to the second video in our series teaching you how to be a better writer in 3 months. My name is Kenneth. And today I'm going to quickly explain what an essay is and also what a paragraph is. However, the focus of this lesson is to introduce you to writing a very basic. So they're different. I don't know, but somehow I went to the screen and I just ran out of room. It just, I don't know. It's a different screen.
It's the same, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's less for here.
Yeah. So I should start on this screen or something. I don't know, but.
Okay, so.
So I just ran
you
out.
probably start from.
Just start from the beginning? I can start on this one.
Yeah, so now you.
Just scroll up. But that's going to be the problem with synchronizing.
So you just take mentally make it the same as one. So this one is finished at very basic, right?
Yeah.
So you just mentally think this is your last line.
Yeah, and now on this block I'm fine, but when I go later it's going to be harder, but we'll just do it. Okay. Just keep talking?
Yeah.
Welcome to the second video in our series teaching you to be a better writer in 3 months. My name is Kenneth, and today I'm going to quickly explain what an essay is and also what a paragraph is. However, the focus of this lesson is to introduce you to writing a very basic sentence in English. Once you're able to write a sentence, in the next video, I'll teach you about one of the very important sentences that will make your writing much clearer and interesting. An essay, sakdai in Khmer, is simply a non-fiction, min pradit, paper talking about something real, like history, science, or an opinion on some topic. An essay could be from 1 to 75 or so pages. The important thing is that an essay is not a story, and it only covers one aspect of some topic. Also, I could say that an essay is a collection of paragraphs that covers a specific topic and has an introduction, body, and conclusion. So what is a paragraph? Kanta, kan, jia Khmer. Basically, a paragraph is a collection of sentences that focuses on one narrow, specific idea. Like an essay, a sentence also has a beginning, middle, and end, called the introduction or topic sentence. Jia Khmer, le bra brotin nabat. Body or supporting ideas, le ba kom thro, and summary conclusion, le ba sanutan. So, as you might have noticed, both essays and paragraphs focus on one idea. This is one of the most important ideas that you're going to hear over and over from me in English. You absolutely must make your writing very focused and narrow, padao, in order to be clear and also to be considered a good writer. The difference of narrow for an essay, paragraph, and sentence is that an essay is less narrow. A paragraph is more narrow, and a sentence is very narrow and specific. An analogy would be duck. A duck would be the essay. The various organs, srariang sang pasang, like the heart, the liver, the kidneys, are the paragraphs, and the atoms, atom, are the sentences. Let's focus on sentences now. Loba. Just like in Khmer, every sentence has a subject, protein nabat, a verb, kari asap, and an object, gamma pra. Generally, a sentence will begin with a noun or pronoun and is followed by a verb. The last part of a simple sentence would be the object. For example, Riti like sticky rice. Dia kamai, riti jojat by dam now. In that sentence, Riti is the subject or the one doing the action. In the sentence, he is liking something, which is an action. The verb then would be like. Lastly, the object of Riti's liking is the sticky rice. Thus, the sticky rice is liked by Riti. Let's do a couple more examples. Cambodia is hot. The second sentence is Pachupen is a Cambodian holiday. In the first sentence, Cambodia is hot, what is the subject? If you said Cambodia, very good. What is the verb? The verb in that sentence is. That means that the object must be hot. Let's go to the second sentence. Yeah, scroll.
It's okay.
I just can't, because they're different, so I lose my place when I come over.
So just start whenever it's.
Just do it now, again?
You just start.
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
it
when it
becomes-
comes, it'll be a little bit, okay, yeah. Or I could just read now, because we're wasting tape, so I can do this at the same time. An essay, Tang Sakadai, is simply a non-fiction, minbra, paper, talking about something real, like history, science, or an opinion on some topic. An essay could be from 1 to 75 or so pages. The important thing is that an essay is not a story, and it only covers one narrow aspect of some topic. Also, I could say that an essay is a collection of paragraphs that covers a specific topic and has an introduction, body, and conclusion. So what is a paragraph? Kata kan niekamai. Basically, a paragraph is a collection of sentences that focuses on one narrow or specific idea. Like an essay, a sentence also has a beginning, middle, and end called the introduction or topic sentence. Jiakamai, laba brotin bat, body or supporting ideas, laba kom thro, and summary conclusion, laba sanitan. So, as you might have noticed, both essays and paragraphs focus on one idea. This is one of the most important ideas that you're going to hear over and over from me. In English, you absolutely must make your writing very focused and narrow, jiakamai, badao, in order to be clear and also to be considered a good writer. The difference of narrow for an essay, paragraph, and sentence is that an essay is less narrow, a paragraph is more narrow, and a sentence is very narrow and specific. An analogy would be a duck. Jiakamai satia. A duck would be the essay. The various organs, jiakamai, srairin, sing, sang, heart, liver, kidneys, are the paragraphs, and the atoms, jiakamai atom, are the sentences. Let's focus on sentences now. Jiakamai, loba. Just like in Khmer, every sentence has a subject, protein nabat, a verb, kari asap, and an object. gan maba. Generally, a sentence will begin with a noun or a pronoun and is followed by a verb. The last part of a simple sentence would be the object. For example, Riti likes sticky rice. Tia kamai, Riti jojat badam na. In that sentence, Riti is the object or the one doing the action. In this sentence, he is liking something which is an action. The verb then would be like. Lastly, the object of Riti's liking is the sticky rice. Thus, the sticky rice is liked by Riti. Let's do a couple more examples. Cambodia is hot. Prota Kampuchea Kdao. The second sentence is Pachupen is a Cambodian holiday. In the first sentence, Cambodia is hot. What is the subject? You think for yourself. If you said Cambodia, very good. What is the verb? The verb in that sentence is. That means the object must be hot. Now let's go to the second sentence. Pachumben is a Cambodian holiday. What is the subject of this sentence? The subject would be the noun, and the first word, which is Pachumben. So naturally, the verb is once again is, and the object is Cambodian holiday. These sentences we've been looking at are called simple sentences because they only have a subject, verb, and object, thus making them very basic or simple. Another type of sentence is the compound sentence, le ba sam. The compound sentence is just a sentence made up of two simple sentences joined by a conjunction, biek pachu a. Conjunctions are just words that join sentences together like and, but, because, although, so, or yet. Thus, all we need to do to make a compound sentence...
Just what means, right? This one. Yeah.
I can put it in my shirt. Yeah, that's what I should do. This is the best. Is it going better?
Yeah. Are you comfortable?
I'm getting more comfortable. I mean, the kind of, when you scroll them together, when you make them in the same place, it's wonderful. When they're not, I go crazy trying to read to figure out where I am. But when they're together, it's easy. If I go over here, particularly when I go from this one to this one, it's fine. Okay, so I should go back. Okay, so continue?
So just continue where you left off.
Okay. Conjunctions are just words that join sentences together like and, but, because, although, so, or yet. Thus, all we need to do to make a compound sentence is to place one of our conjunctions between the two simple sentences or clauses, clear and Khmer. Here are two sentences. Ricky likes sticky rice. Ricky doesn't like soy sauce on his rice. If you wrote out each of these sentences, it would not be very interesting. It kind of seems more like the way a young person would write. A much more interesting way would be to write, Ricky likes sticky rice, but he doesn't like soy sauce on his rice. They were joined with the conjunction but. I'll talk more about conjunctions in a later lesson. But for now, two important and common conjunctions are and along with but. Use and when the two sentences agree with each other or say something similar. For example, Srey Ning likes seafood and she often eats oysters. In that sentence, both of the clauses or simple sentences both deal with things that Sri Nian likes. Another example would be, Rani went to the party last night and she met some nice people there, and is joining the two simple sentences about what Rani did last night. Go to a party and meet nice people. The other important conjunction is but. You use but when the two joined simple sentences disagree with each other or contradict each other. For example, Ming loves Lao, but he hates the weather there. In this case, the first part talks about loving Lao, while the second part basically says that he doesn't like Lao. This is why the conjunction but is used. So let's review what we covered today. First, you learned what essays, paragraphs, and sentences are. Second, you saw that they need to have a narrow or limited focus when writing in order to be clear. Third, I talked about the three parts of a simple sentence: the subject, the verb, and the object. Fourth, you learned about two sentence types: the simple sentence and the compound sentence. Lastly, we just saw that there are two important conjunctions in English: and as well as but. Thank you for following along. Next time, we'll learn about what a topic sentence is and how critical these are for writing clearly. It takes a little getting used to.
You're doing well.